Hello Math 10, welcome back. Today we are going to learn how to multiply two different binomials. So here we go, let's start off. I have right here two equations. I have x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 2. There's my length, there's my width. So that's essentially what we have being multiplied together. Now it wants me to figure out what this is. So we go x multiplied by x first, which is going to give us x squared, that width and that length, which give us right there x squared. Okay? Then we want to go x multiplied by 1. So this is going to end up giving us here, this over, right there, x. And then we're going to have to do it again, so we get another one. Okay? Then we're going to end up getting another one here. Like that. Now, I look at this, I have this 1 multiplied by that x. So let's go here. We have one of those right there. And then we have another one right here. Okay? Now we're going to go this multiplied by that. So we have to put them in, they're both positive. So we just move these in here. Put 1, 2, 3, and we have 4. And then we're going to have our 5th here and our 6. Okay? So I look at this, what do I have for my answer? Well, I have x squared plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5x. Then we go plus 6. So there is my answer. X squared plus 5x plus 6. Let's take a look at my next one here. I have x plus 4 multiplied by 2x plus 1. Okay, so x plus 4 on the top multiplied by 2x plus 1. So we're going to find the area or use an array. And let's figure this out. I move this here. We're going to end up getting x squared, right? X multiplied by x is x squared. Then I go x multiplied by x again to get another x squared. Okay? There's my length and there's my width. Now I'm going to go x multiplied by 1, which will just end up giving me x. Right there. Okay? Now let's look at this here. I have this one multiplied by an x. So I'm just going to move that over. I end up getting x. Okay? And I do that again. So I get another x. And then we do it again. Here's another x. And one more time. Get that there. Now, I look at this, and we have to do the same thing for this guy here. So I'm just going to kind of cheat this. And put this all in here. And move all of these at once. Okay? So we have that and that there. Alright, now I have all of these 1s being placed down. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. So let's move this 1 over here. And then I have another one I'm going to move there. And one more one. And one last one. Okay. So what do I end up getting? I have 2x squared, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 x's, and 4 units. So we look at that all together. We get 2x squared plus 9x plus 4. And that is how we multiply them out. Alright, so I'm going to do this little last one right here. So I look at it, I have x minus 2 multiplied by x minus 3. Right there, so x minus 3 and x minus 2 being multiplied together. Well, a positive multiplied by a positive is going to end up giving me a positive x squared. Let's move this right there. Then we're going to end up getting x multiplied by negative 1, which will give me negative x. So let's move this guy right here, so I get negative x. And then I'm going to have to go x multiplied by negative 1 will give me another negative x. This guy over. And I'm going to have one more negative x. Okay? Now, let's look down here. I have negative 1 multiplied by x, which will give me negative x again. So let's plug that guy in. And I'm going to end up getting another negative x. So we're going this height multiplied by that width. Okay? Now, we have negative 1 multiplied by negative 1, which will give me positive 1. So there's my positive 1. So we have 1. Here's another one. And let's keep looking here. And we have them down here as well. And one more. Okay? So I look at this now, I am going to end up getting 1x squared minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5x plus 6. And that should be my answer. And I look at it, I have x squared minus 5x's, and then plus 6. Now, last one here, we're going to have, I look at it, x plus 2 multiplied by 2x minus 1. So it's 2x minus 1 multiplied by x plus 2. 2x minus 1 multiplied by x plus 2. Okay? So, let's take a look at this here. I have x multiplied by x will give me x squared, and they're both positives. So I have an x squared, and then another x multiplied by another x gives me x squared. Now I want to go this guy multiplied by that. Well, that's x multiplied by negative 1 will give me negative x. Put that guy there. And then, now we're looking at this. This times that will give me a positive x. So both positives. So there's one. And we have another one here. Okay? And this guy is going to end up doing the same. So then I have this, whoops, multiplied. So I go 1 multiplied by negative 1 is going to give me negative 1. So I have a negative 1 there. Okay? Try that. So now this guy here is going to do the same as that guy. So let's move all of these. Oops. All over down in here. Get something like that. So now I look at this now. I have 2x squared. And then I have 4x's, positive x's, minus 1. That gives me 3x's minus 2. So I have 2x squared plus 3x's, because this guy and this guy will cancel each other off, kind of. And then, so 2x squared plus 3x's minus 2. And that's it. My answer is 2x squared plus 3x minus 2. So now let's take a look at how I'd multiply two numbers together like this. Well, normally how we multiply, I'd go 43 multiplied by 51. Okay? Then I'd go 1 times 3, which is 3. And then 1 times 4, which is 4. Okay? Then I have a 0, because it's 50 multiplied by 43, so it's 5 times 3, which is 15, and then carry the 1, and then 5 times 4, which is 20, so I'd have 21. I'd add these together, I get 3, 9, 1, 2. 2, 1, 9, 3. But now let's try and do that using this box method. If we notice here, I did the 1 times the 4 and the 3, and then the 5 times the 4 and the 3, right? That's pretty much what we did. Now the box method, let's take a look at this. I have 10s and 1s. So I have 4 10s and 3 1s. I have 5 10s in this one, so that's 50 and 40, and I have 1 1s, right? So let's first start off. 50 times 40 is the same as 2,000. Okay? So I first did this multiplied by that. Now I'm going to go 50 multiplied by 3. So I'm doing the 50 multiplied by both of those. 50 multiplied by 3 is going to give me the same as 150. Okay? Because once again, this is really like 40 plus 3 and 50 plus 1, isn't it? So now I'm going to go 1 times 40. Now I'm doing the 1 multiplied by both of them is 40. And then I'm going to go 1 multiplied by 3 is 3. So this is the same thing as saying 2,000 plus 150 plus 4b plus 3. Okay? This is going to end up giving me 2,193, which is the same as this. So let's try this again using this kind of box method with this one. So this is like 70 plus 6. So 70 plus 6. Here I'm going to have 80 plus 2. So 80 plus 2. Okay, and we want to multiply those things together. So first, 70 multiplied by 80 is going to give me 5,600. Okay? Then I have to go 70 multiplied by 2. Notice I'm going 70 multiplied by 80, then 70 multiplied by 2. I'm multiplying it by both things. 70 multiplied by 2 is 140. Now I'm going to end up going 60, or 6 multiplied by 80, which will give me 480. Then I'm going to go 6 multiplied by 2, which is going to give me 12. Okay? So I did 6 multiplied by both, and 70 multiplied by both. So it's the 2 digits. This is 80 plus 2. Right? That's pretty much what we're multiplying. Now, what is this equal to? We have 5600 plus 140. Sorry, I made a mistake there. Clear it up a bit. Plus 140. Then we're going to plus 480. Then I'm going to plus 12. So I add this all together. This is going to give me 6,000, 6,140. Sorry, 6,080, 140 is 6,220 plus 12, so 6,232 is my answer. Okay, notice I multiplied everything by both. Now let's apply this to algebra, so we don't have to use the tiles. I look at this here, it's kind of set up similar to this here, isn't it? Here I have 40 plus 3, 10's in there. Here I have 5x minus 6. 2x plus 1, 50 plus 1. So let's write that out like that. So here I have 5x minus 6, 2x plus 1. Okay? So once again, I had to go 5x multiplied by both of these. Because here I did 40, or 50 multiplied by 40, and then by 3. I did 50 multiplied by both, then 1 multiplied by both. So here I'm going to have to go 5x multiplied by both, and negative 6 multiplied by both. So 5x multiplied by 2x gives me 10x squared. And 5x multiplied by 1, positive 1, will give me 5x. Now I'm going to have to go negative 6 multiplied by negative 2, or multiplied by 2x gives me negative 12x. And then I'm going to have to go negative 6 multiplied by 1 gives me negative 6. Alright? So next step was here, I added them all up. It's kind of like what we do here. We multiply this by both, then this by both, and then we add them up. So, this by both, then add them up. And this by both, so I have to add all the digits together. So I have 10x squared plus 5x minus 12x minus 6. Just add it up what's in the boxes. This is going to end up giving me 10x squared. I can only add things if they're x squared. I could put the x's come together. That's going to give me negative 7x, and then minus 6. Because remember, these are squares, big squares, long skinny sticks, and then my little tiny squares. Okay? Let's try the next one. I'm going to have a squared minus 5 multiplied by a squared minus 8. So what is a? So first I have to go the a squared multiplied by both of these. So it's going to give me a to the 4 and negative 8a squared. Now I have to go the negative 5 multiplied by both of those. So negative 5 times a squared is negative 5a squared. Negative 5 times negative 8 is 40. And that's positive. So we add these all up now. It's going to give me a to the power 4 minus 8a squared minus 5a squared plus 40. Okay? What's this going to give me? I have a to the power 4 minus 13, a squared plus 40. And that's it. That's as combined as it could be. So basically, I did this guy multiplied by him, and then by him, and then I did this guy multiplied by him, and then by him, right? Same thing here. This guy by him, then by him, this guy by him, and by them. Okay? Same thing as what I did here. If I put this into brackets, it is this guy by him, and then by him, then this guy by him, then by him. Okay? So it's good to take note of these combinations that's happening. Let's take a look at the next one. I'm going to go 3p plus 2q. So we have 3p, and here we're going to have 2q. Now here, we're going to have p plus q. P plus q. So we go 3p multiplied by p gives me 3p squared. Okay? Now I'm going to go 3p multiplied by q, which gives me 3p cubed. Then I have 2q multiplied by p, because now we have to do the, so I did both of these. Now I'm going to have to go the q twice in. So 2q multiplied by p gives me 2p cubed. And then I have to go 2q multiplied by q gives me 2q squared. So I want to add everything in this box down here together. So I'm going to be left with 3p squared plus 3p cubed. And then we're going to have plus 2p cubed plus q squared. Okay, combine this all together. I'm going to end up getting 3p squared plus 5p cubed plus q squared. And that's it. Okay, last one here of this style. Hopefully we're getting the hang of this. I'm going to have a plus b. So a plus b. Then we have c plus d. So we go a plus c is ac, ad. Now we have to go bc, bd. That's it. Okay? Combine all these together. I'm going to get ac plus ad plus bc plus bd. So if I look at it, everything must be multiplied by everything together. Now, using what we did there, let's try and combine that with this. Now, we're not going to use the box and combine it. So if we look back, I always have to go this one, multiplied by both, and then this one, multiplied by both. That's called the distributive law, kind of like what we worked on earlier. So I want x multiplied by x will give me x squared. Okay? Then I have to go this x here multiplied by that, which will give me plus 2x. Now I want to go the 3 multiplied by x, which will give me plus 3x. And then I'm going to go the 3 multiplied by 2, because that's multiplied by both, which will give me plus 6. Okay? I combine these together. I have x squared, done. Then I have 2x plus 3x will give me plus 5x. And then I have plus 6. That's it. So let's look at b here. We have a minus 7 multiplied by 2a minus 1. Okay? There, we first have to go a multiplied by 2a gives me 2a squared. Then we go a multiplied by negative 1 is going to give me negative a. Alright? Now I have to do the 7. 7 multiplied by 2a, and it's negative 7, so that's going to give me negative 14a. Then negative 7 multiplied by negative 1 gives me positive 7. So I combine this all together, I'm going to end up getting 2a squared minus 15a, because there's a 1, and 14 gives me 15a's, negative 15, plus 7. Alright? Okay, let's take a look at c. C we have p and q, so they're slightly different. So I'm going to first go this multiplied by that, which gives me p cubed. Then I have to go p multiplied by negative 8, which gives me negative 8p. Okay? Now I have to go negative 8 multiplied by q, which gives me negative 8q. Then I have to go negative 8 multiplied by 8, which will give me 64. Positive. So let's combine this the best we can. Well, I can't combine anything there, so I just must leave it like that, because p's and q's are different. Okay? Let's take a look at my next one here. Let's look at d. Once again, we have to go x multiplied by x, which will give me x squared. Then I'm going to go x multiplied by the 5y, which will give me negative 5xy. I always go x before y. Okay? Now, I want to go the 4 multiplied by x, which will give me plus 4x, and then 4 multiplied by 5y, which will give me plus 20y. So I look at this here, I can't combine anything, that is left as is. Okay? Last one. I'm going to have 9a squared multiplied by a cubed. So I first have to go this multiplied by this. So it's going to give me 45a to the power of 5, because we must add our exponents. Okay? Now I have to go 9a squared multiplied by 6. So plus 9 times 6 is 54. A squared. Okay? Now I'm going to go negative 1 multiplied by 5a cubed, which will give me negative 5a cubed. Then I have to go negative 1 multiplied by 6, which is negative 6. Now the only thing, I can't combine anything here, but I could rearrange it. So it's from descending degree. So I'm going to have 45a to the power 5 minus 5a cubed plus 54a squared minus 6, and that is my answer simplified. Okay? So that is eventually how we do the distributive law and everything like this, and how we multiply a binomial by a binomial. I hope you understood that. Good luck as I see you tomorrow and we work on this together as a class.